This is Rolling to Die, episode 160, Doomcrawlers, Easter Hunt. Hit it, DJ. Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Not
My name
bad.
is Money, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. And tonight is episode 160, and we're bringing back some classic D&D in our own Rolling to Die way, our own custom style of D&D. Tonight I am playing the Purple Queen of Death herself, Crom Tombcrawl. And it'll be an interesting, rainy kind of night. All right, next on, we're going to have everybody come down the line and introduce themselves. Go with Dark Trooper and then Sage.
I am Dark Trooper coming from live from Secret Location, aka my couch, and I will be playing Wallaby, Rolber, the rogue, the devilishly handsome ranger.
Greetings and hello to one and all. I am Dom, aka Sage the Intelligent, and tonight I am playing everybody's favorite rogue elf, Kit Nephron.
Am bringing you your music and also playing as everyone's favorite Fire Ganassi, Edward Knight. I am DJ Thunderbeast.
Thunder.
All right, guys, girls, and
Right then.
right. So we start off with one of the epic, crazy, loony adventures of the Doomcrawlers as they get called in for a mission. Someone within this tavern, someone is trying to resurrect a ancient being that can turn into a giant dark tarry substance to a solid, into a giant creature. It's a rhino head and dark armor. As they call it, the Onyx Rhino. So while they look for the special coffin they've been told about, Crom, Edward Knight, and Ross, and Kit Nephron have been hot on the trail for the past couple weeks, trying to figure out when they can make this opportunity to find where it's being held and who is trying to awaken the said creature on the said day. Has to be during a day of celebration and holiday. So it chose this time, even though the weather is rough, as it's storming and raining heavily, coming down like a wall of just water. Every step is just splash and squishing first. I would like for everybody here to roll to die for me and start this show, or what your actions are as we first start walking to this tavern.
I got a
Or
4.
to a
I
temporary
got a
spot.
4 and a 20.
You said a 4 and a nat 20?
Yes, sir.
13 light, 9 dark.
And as we're walking towards the tavern, Ross quickly takes his hat off. A large stream of water falls down the brim of his hat, and then he puts it back on. He goes, "Well, it is certainly a wet night tonight, my friend."
Kit?
13 light, 9 dark.
You and I got the exact same thing.
Like, literally the exact same thing.
Oh, wow.
If you do
Must have been
rollies.
magnetism.
Double
Rollies,
rolls.
rollies.
So that means we have to
Double
roll again for both. All right.
7 light, 11 dark.
10 light, 16 dark.
All right, so Kit got 10 light, 16 dark, and what did you get again, Redwood Knight?
7 light, 11 dark.
Okay. And then Crom, she got 11 light, 13 dark. The only one that's so far going to be having an okay time, really, will be Ross and Kit to a certain extent. All the rest of us not faring so well.
Rome got a cold from all the rain. She got the sniffles.
As we're walking through, Crom has her wings wrapped around her as she's sniffling above. As you've seen this kind of makeshift umbrella, but you've seen it's been ripped apart and singed, like it's been struck by lightning several times. As with her
Ross
bad
takes-
luck.
takes the
Did
hood
you
up.
get that from Pando?
Well, he told me it'd be good luck, but I realized it was cursed after I
You
ran up the mountain.
you take that from a guy that has nothing but bad luck.
Well, he said that it would keep me warm. I was very warm for a moment. Now I'm cold and tingly.
Ross takes his hat off, realizing that the rain's not stopping anytime soon. Takes his hat off, puts it in his bag of holding, and puts his hood up. It's like, I cannot help that. Because I don't know.
Edward hands Crom his extra leather pelt.
Kit uses a hooded cloak as above his head, as if it's an umbrella with both hands, as the rain continues to. Oh, you guys have better luck. I'm the ones who should be having the real cold struggle here and being wet.
Crom looks over at all of you and summons a low-level weapon of what do you call it? Where are we at? Spiritual weapon. Crom is going to summon a spiritual weapon, but this time it's not going to be a axe, hammer, or mace. It's going to be a giant-looking shield, but with like a buzzsaw at the end. It's like a buzzsaw shield, and then it summons
sort
right.
of like Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah, but like an umbrella, just floating above us like a Destructo disc. Just big enough for all 4 of us.
Beautiful. It creates enough of a shadow that I can dip down into it. I stay dry.
Edward Knight goes from completely soaked and wet to completely dry, and then
All-
pops right back
All
up to
you
everybody.
see is a water outline of my character just fall to the ground.
Okay, guys, let's roll a perception check to see who sees this.
I have a passive perception of 17. You still want me to roll?
17's fine enough for that. A passive perception, if anything above 16 is fine.
I just rolled a 17 plus 6 for myself.
Okay, I have a passive perception of 24.
You'd see it.
I guess I'll roll then.
Perception is 14, so I have to look. I got an 18 plus.
My stealth was a 17 plus 6. So
I got 22. So we, in a comedic motion, all 3 of us just look over and see you wave and say thank you for the shadow and down, and we blink and still see you still there waving at us, and we're like, wait, and then it just splashes down, and Crom freaks out. What just happened? You're on fire now. You're water. Wait a minute.
Ross yells out, "At least go check if the inn has any rooms, you stupid bastard!"
Kid sidestep from the splash before he could get hit. I'm not getting wet anymore. I'm already wet enough. You lucky bastard.
As Crom looks and pulls up the map. Okay, so we have this many meters left in clicks. It's going to take us a few. You guys think we can make it there before the flood heads? We have to make it up the hill to this tavern. I heard they have great ale, but they also have the said people we're looking for. There's like a couple friends, you could say. They're there waiting just in case. They said they'd meet us there, and they're going. It was supposed to be their vacation, but to help us, they'll be incognito. As she smiles, as they walk. Now, I need for everybody to do this will be a survival check, as we are going through up these pathways, but they're starting to become a little muddy and watery. So I'm going to need to do a survival check, and then after that,
19 plus 9.
I got 19 plus 7, 26. So I basically go up this hill like a billy goat.
17 plus, where's my survival? 10, wow. 27. What'd you get for you, Dom? You are muted.
So we are what are we rolling for?
Survival check?
Survival.
You're walking up this trail that is leading
Well,
up
I guess
to
it wouldn't be hard for me. I'm in the shadows, so I guess I'm not really putting out forth any effort.
Oh,
You're just
lucky
kind of
you.
wherever we go is where you go, unless the shadows just roughly
well,
move.
lucky you.
Then
Well,
you
my
I have
survival
a-
was a 19 plus 9, 28.
Oh, lucky you. I have a 17 plus 2, 19.
you all succeed. You need at
Sure,
least
that's
an 8.
still a success.
Everybody needed at least an 18 to succeed. So you're good.
So basically,
And-
I just go up that hill like a billy
Made
goat.
it by 1 freaking point.
Us 3 and 4th in the shadows run up this hill, bouncing back and forth like as you would see in something like Naruto, but it was like ninjutsu style, and just bouncing around as this giant blade is flying above us, keeping us dry. The first section you make it through the hills, as all of you make it to the next point where the hill spiral ends and leads up to a kind of a flat-esque plain that leads to a bunch of trees.
Uh-oh.
But there's an open giant pathway that's going to lead down. Now, I need everybody here to do a perception check as they're looking because it's raining and storming. As
This
water is
is
still
bad.
pushing past, even the grass itself, you can see the grass looking like there is water rushing through the grass.
Perception
erupts.
check is what you said.
Plus 3, 21.
21. 21, okay. What did you get, Sage?
I was asking, was this perception check?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a 19 plus 14, 31.
I got 17.
No,
plus
I'm
7,
sorry.
24.
Mismath that one. 33. I'm sorry. 19 plus 14, 33.
Perception is a. Oh, I got advantage. Good thing on this. Okay, 11 plus 4, I got 15. So Chrome sees the least out of all of you. Over here, Sage sees the most, and then next after Sage would be Edward Knight and Ross. As you guys head in front of Chrome, Chrome looks back, seeing the water rushing down, going, "You know, I really don't want to fall down this. This is not going to be good. I swear." And she opens her wings up and in hopes that she can start flying at one point when now her wings are dry. You guys look forward as Kit is used to these kind of fields and plains as he's been here many times with Crom before. Same with Edward Knight. As Edward Knight peeks up through the shadows. Ross pulling out his telescope and letting it extend out, examining and spotting out these regions as he's from a different area, noticing and seeing the pathway that leads down with a small structure like a watchtower and leads to a giant wide path where you see horses would rein and pull through cargo and whatnot and heavy terrain. As you're looking down the path, this mainly for Kit and Edward Knight, you two see a structure in the distance as the lightning strikes just right. As you see this building down from the distance, you see it 2 or 3 stories high with a large tower at the top, lightning striking the top of it, and a giant red glowing looking door every time the lightning strikes the building and the lightning strikes from the sky in general. You see this light up door and light up pole at the very top of the building, like a beacon. And you'd swear you'd see it like there was a lighthouse at the very top of this building spinning with a unique light of energy.
Is it cleansing energy? Like blessing energy?
Only those who know would have to take a, what's it called? I believe it's an Arcana check or a Wisdom check.
Okay. I'll take a look.
All right.
Cool,
I'll-
too.
I'll
I
do
got
Arcana.
210.
15 plus 1, 16.
This is for an Arcana check.
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll 2.
I can
Nat
feel
20,
the energy.
nat
but
20,
I don't know
Nat
what.
20 plus 8, 28.
Oh, nice.
I got a 19 plus 8. Wow. All right. So Kit and Kit knows more from his nat 20. As both Kit and Chrome both say it right next to each other under their breath because they're usually the shyer ones. And they look at each other knowing that this is a certain type of energy that does search for evil and tries to disperse the target, or if it finds good, it tries to guide them to the building. And every once in a while, they get a healing light bonus.
The red beacon of light. Don't you Don't you know about this, Crom? We read his history about it.
Yes, I remember. Edward Knight and Ross, do you two remember or know anything about this?
I don't, but I do feel the energy coming from that light.
I'm going to roll a history.
See you around, Boost. All right, roll history.
Nat 20 plus 1, 21.
All right, so as you pull up in your shadow books, looking down as you look under where they're not seeing you, you start reading in the history books that are of this area and town of the maps. You notice that this building's been around and has been used for religious purposes for many years by the Red Holy Lights. There's good and bad about both sides of this, as there was a cult that formed from it that were the outcasts. They're still trying to sneak in to use the powers of the good to form their evil creations. And recently, a certain Grand Sage, not the Grand Arc Sage, not Lama, someone weaker, but still existing with much power, died, and they put in the coffin of the Dark Rhino of the Onyx.
So the tower is used to protect the race in place of the rhino.
Yeah, and if evil does make it through and is able to corrupt within the time, the rhino will rise and cause destruction instead of protection. As it only summons during the times of chaos when enemies are arising around the building to be a guardian. But if someone that is evil tries to corrupt this coffin, it'll turn this creature rampant for one night, and then whatever it ramp and destroys could be as decimating as several cities or more, as it has in history. As Edward Knight is reading about this, going, this is things from his domain, from the Dark Worlds. As he's reading that it's made of a dark goo that forms and solidifies and hardens and makes him almost invulnerable at times when charging and slamming, kind of like a juggernaut.
And my character asks one of the ones that was able to, asks you and Kit if those towers are able to see. Like, if something were written, could they see?
Rolling an intelligence check. See if you can cipher through your book to know anything about that.
16 plus 1, 17.
With a 17, you search through the notes within the tower and see this little pamphlet that looks like a little ladder at first, kind of like a cute little gesture in the book. And you flip it down and start flipping it down more and seeing there's words written between the letters of the ladders. As it states that if it's within a clear language of certain languages such as Common, Elf, Dwarven, or Draconic, that it can be written and read within the gaze of this light. But it has to be held within so long of at least 10 count of seconds before it can zoom in and read what you have written. But within that time, you may be vulnerable to whom or whatever is in the forest chasing or hunting you before you get to this safe zone.
Okay. I look, I'm like, I say, okay, I have an ability that will allow me to to write a message in the sky for that tower to see us. But I'm gonna need your guys' to protect me.
You can write with fire and project it
I
within
have
the
skywrite.
skywrite. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can cause up to 10 words to form in a part of the sky you can see. They appear to be made of cloud and remain there for the spell's duration.
Does it say anything about Keller or just the Keller cloud? Just says the period of cloud. That just means cloud then.
Just
Okay.
the words appear to be made of cloud.
All right.
That
You got
is all.
10 words. What are the 10 words you put? I'm going to count them.
Wake the fuck up.
We
Help us.
are here. We are here for tribute and need help.
Great
How about
Tower.
Yeah.
It goes exactly up to 10 there. Okay, so you put it like that and you put Great Tower at the end to plead to it. Now I got to roll for the tower. Okay, 10, 10 is a 20, and then a 17 and a 10. All right, 27. As the light swoops around once, as you guys are walking to the edge, as Edward Knight is using his cloud manipulation to form these words and put them across the sky. The light shines across and hits the clouds once, and kind of stops a little bit, but keeps going. And then it comes around again and just stops and looks directly into the clouds, like it's reading. And you notice the beam of light makes it so only within that path there's light. As you notice it stop looking anywhere else. All of you roll a perception check, unless you have a passive perception of 16 or higher.
Yeah, I'm good.
18 plus 4. 22 for me. What did you get, Sage?
Okay, be right back.
All right.
16 plus 3, 19 for me.
Sage got a 26. Okay. You guys start hearing rampant noises of like buzzing and critters and creatures loudly increasing and rushing from noise across the left and the right of the forest, all the way around, as one beam of the tower is still spinning, one beam is focused. 10 seconds is all it took for whatever is freaking out, moving around, to move fast and quick. The light blinks like its eyeball almost, and spins around. And you start hearing the buzzing stop as it spins around again, one more time faster. And then it focuses on all of you. All of you light up. What do you guys say when the light hits all of you?
I adjust my glasses real quick so that the sun doesn't the light doesn't bother me. And go, did you get my good side?
All right, we start. All right, all of us look at each other and look ahead. Chrome goes, okay, we have the attention of the tower. Doesn't mean creatures won't try to kill themselves trying to jump through. And she looks over at you guys going, I hope all of you have your light shoes on today. We're going to be running. Mind you, Chrome is technically the heaviest out of all of you because she's the one that's the healer. She can fly, but she can't fly fast because of all the heavy gear she's wearing. She can fly at like a medium pace. All right. Everybody here roll a acrobatics or athletics, depending on how you're running or jumping or bouncing around, as we're going to be doing a straight run. As the light notices, it only holds for 10 seconds and spins around for a couple times, and then comes back to you trying to hold for like 9 to 10 seconds, and then spinning around again.
I got
Roll
30.
the 12 plus 9.
12 plus 9.
I got net 20 plus 16, 36.
36. Chrome, don't fail me now. What is that? That's a 3. Good thing I got advantage. Holy crap. 11 plus what? Ugh. Okay, 11 plus 5 for me, so I got a 16. Sage the Intelligent, what did you get for your acrobatics or athletics? We are running straight down this pathway as the light will flux onto us, and then we have to keep running as creatures.
11 plus 15, 26.
26. Edward Knight, what was yours again? You said
12 plus 9, 21.
1. Okay. Everybody did good. The only one that kind of got low was Chrome, so she's going to be in the very back behind you guys. So all the rest of you,
With all the heavy gear.
yep, all the rest of you run ahead. You start booking it right as Chrome says to move quickly. Right when she looks back and she sees Edward Knight wave and disappear down, she looks back. Ross and Kit are already 10, 20 feet ahead, rushing and booking it, maybe more. And Chrome's going, wait, no, the race didn't start yet, and starts running, trying to catch up to you guys.
Ross is doing like parkour moves over stuff. Because he got 36.
Chrome is running with her big pressed butt.
See a black spot moving along the ground.
And yeah, there's a black spot just moving quickly, swaying, dodging.
Black
With strong acrobatic success, Kit aerobically has done gym-like abilities to acrobats as he started running through obstacles and acrobatically jumping over and leaping over a lot of items in front of him and things that are actually blocking the path.
All right, you guys get 2 chances per time the light is on you to run ahead. And then we got to do a survival check, because the second the light is off us, we have to survive running in the darkness as it gets pitch black instantly. Anybody, even with dark vision, still has a hard time seeing in this forest the second the light is not on them.
Here we go.
The light flickers around. So you guys see it getting ready to move, but you guys are still running ahead fast. Roll in acrobatics or athletics, every one of you.
All right. Here we go, folks.
Level 16 is 32.
16 plus 9.
Okay, what'd you get, Ross?
Level 16 is 32.
Okay, what'd you get, a Sage?
16 and 15, 32.
I got 18 plus 5. I got a 23. We run. We jump across and bounce around again, making it a good quarter of the way through so far. As you see lights in the bushes to our left and to the right, which are eyes, the light flicks off us. We get that warmth and that feeling and the healing sensation. Gone. Insta cold, insta darkness, insta. We went from I can see to I can't see anything. As we're running ahead, just instant. All of us, even with the people that have dark vision, are just whoa.
I want to say, Kit actually, when he felt the warmth went away, he stopped like a statue and just kind of fall over one knee. Jeez,
running.
You would have to do a constitution for that one, wouldn't you?
I
You
could.
gotta do Constitution, and I need you to do a dexterity save right after as you hear Crom going, I wouldn't stop, little one. Come on, elf boy. And she just books it forward, and she's gonna use where is it? Where's the one thing?
So I roll for Constitution. It is 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay.
Kit, when the warmth had disappeared, he falls on one knee as he feels a sudden chill from after the warmth disappeared. Yeah. Oh, it was fun while it lasted. I thought we were gonna be warm and make it, but I'm freezing.
Is Ross next to him? Is next to Kit?
Are you keep running, or did you stop with Kit stopped?
No, I kept running.
Then you kept running in the darkness. I kept running in the darkness, but I looked back screaming at Kit. The only person that technically can see people in a way is Edward Knight in the Shadow Realm, and he sees everybody in the mirror.
Oh, I also have dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision helps to a certain extent in this forest.
Not to mention, I'm down in the shadows, so it doesn't even click with me that it even happened at first.
Yeah. Well,
Plus
for
my
you,
black-
it doesn't. You, it doesn't matter because you're, like I said, you're in the shadow realm area. It's different for you. You're like looking like you're in like a underwater, underground, looking up at somebody in through like ice, and you see like them in an outline, and you can just come through at any time. And so you've seen Kit stop. You've seen Ross keep running, and you've seen Crom keep running, and you hear Crom yelling at Kit as she's running. And then you start seeing all these other outlines on the left and the right, and surrounding and starting to run right to Kit. What do you do, Edward Knight?
I am going to put up my shadow monster to protect Kit.
Like to try to cover over him and protect him?
Yep.
All right, this big shield-looking kind of creature comes right over you. Kit, I need Edward Knight, you need to do a dexterity check to see how fast you can cast this. Kit, I need you to do a Constitution save.
13 plus 3, 16.
A 15 plus 2, 17 for Constitution.
Okay. Kit, you feel this protective sensation as Edward Knight brings this shielded creature right over you. A shadowy creature, like a dome. And right when he does, you hear and you look up, and there's claws sticking right through the shadowy creature, right almost at you within like centimeters of your eye. In teeth. So the only thing you hear is a message from Crom to both you as Crom is running. Either move through the shadows with Edward Knight, or run like a bitch like me. Do not go in the shadows. Not here. Not now. Be like the French in retreat.
I want to roll acrobatics or athletics to get and run after hearing Crom's message.
Wait, isn't Kit a druid?
No, Kit's is an rogue elf.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll for. I want to say acrobatics to start running like running like do it and do that. It's like as fast as he could, as he like just running past everybody. Let's see if it's a success first. Okay, a 12 plus 15, 27.
All right.
This is for athletics. Athletics and acrobatics. So Kit leaps up as he heard the sudden message, and then the claws, when he see the claws coming right through the monster, he jumps up and hears Crom's message at the same time. Fine, I'll run like this little bitch you had nothing for. Just protect me from this
Edward Knight, are you
thing.
gonna help him, or is he gonna run like a bitch?
He's gonna run.
I opened up. I opened up the monster so that way he could the internal part of the monster. So all you would have had to do is just run into the monster, and you would have been in my shadow form.
Oh. He
All right,
he runs.
you
He
can
start
jump
running.
to the
But
shadow world.
so I think what happened. I'm doing a comedic way. He does run, but he bumps into the shadow monster. But then, of course, do you say when he bumps into the shadow monster, he's what now?
If you considering that the shadow monster is creating a dome over you,
Uh-huh.
if you were to run straight at the dome,
Mm-hmm.
you would basically be running right into the shadow realm.
Hmm. And that mean so what does that
So
mean
basically,
for?
you'd be in my shadow pocket with
Oh,
me.
of course he runs into the wall, runs into the
When you
shadow
would run
wall.
into would be me. If
He
you
just
ran into
slides right.
anything, you'd run into
It's
me.
like he just slides down into the shadow, like as if it's in your pocket, right?
Basically, I'm in my little shadow pocket, and I opened up the wall, like a wall, so that way that connects to my shadow monster. So that way, you
Okay.
could, if you ran into it, you'd literally be running right next to me.
Oh, phew.
Mhm.
Am I safe now?
Yes. Now let's move.
Edward, thanks for having my back. Those things could have eaten me, killed me, and sliced me up like shish kebab. Let's get out of here.
And I start moving the shadow portal towards with everyone else.
All right. So, I need both of you to run acrobatics and athletics as you're running through the shadow field.
All right. A 13
6
plus
plus
15.
9.
Oh God. A 13 plus 15, 28.
And a 15. Kit books it as Edward Knight says to keep up, and Edward Knight looks back and sees Kit's gone. Looks forward, Kit's ahead of him, and Edward Knight's like, wait, what? Kit cartoon runs right past him. After seeing the shadow creatures not going like, I do not want to get eaten by these things.
Sorry, Ed. Thanks for the boost. I just don't want to be eaten today. Telio.
Even Edward Knight's like, I've never seen someone move so fast in the shadow realm. Fear can do some wonders. Both of you are running under us. As Ross and Chrome are running. As they're both next to each other, Chrome goes, do you think they're alive or do you think they're fucking with us? And she's just running.
We'll find out when we get to town.
All right.
As you hear a message, yes, you will.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's still alive. Okay. Everybody needs to do a survival check.
Oh man, survival part. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm safe. I did it.
I got 25, 18 plus
16
7.
plus
18
9,
plus-
25.
18 plus 2, dirty 20. I'm safe. Oh man. Oh. I was so scared of the survival part.
Yeah, nat 20 plus 10, 30.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
30 is good.
Spicy.
Right. All of us succeed making it through the dark, torn, ripped shadows. As the light comes back on us, the creatures are getting right next to Ross and Crom. As they're the first to see what these things look like. You don't see four legs as normal, like a quad or a, say it, quadrupedal creature with
Quadriplegic.
quadrupedal. I don't know, but you see 6 legs instead, and then you see these extra fangs, kind of like spikes sticking out of its back, and its creepy-looking thorny tail.
So it's got
It
six.
has-
So it's got sextuple legs.
Yeah. As it's running in, and you just see the mouth. And instead of the mouth being left and right, the mouth is up and down and opens up wide as it tries to bite within like several rows of teeth. And a giant tongue with spikes and teeth in it. As Crom and Ross are the first ones to see these, as you guys look and see them above you through the shadows, as Crom and Ross see it for real, as the light starts coming through it, bringing the light to see them for that moment. What does Ross say as he, running with Crom?
Damn, I was hoping I had a grenade. I would have popped a grenade and thrown it into its mouth if I could, but I don't have any. So, I look up and I go, "You're one ugly motherfucker, aren't you?"
I actually have a pack. I have a 10 pack of grenades. I run pack.
Can I borrow one of them grenades? Would you be kind if I borrow one of them grenades?
Crom hands you 6 out of her 12. You go have some fun. As she grabs one, going, "These are my thinking grenades." And she chucks one right at the mouth of one. I got to roll for an attack. 18 plus 10. Hi, Llama.
Why don't you come and join us,
Hi.
Llama?
Join us for D&D. He literally just popped up.
Like
Right through the window.
he's like a gopher.
Bald head and everything.
He's like a gopher. He shows up when you least expect it. He's like that gopher from Candy Shack.
He's llama that can turn into a gopher, so he's a shapeshifter. Polymorph. Okay. These grenades hit both the mouse creatures. As Chrome and Ross are running, 2 creatures swallow the grenades, and you see both of them just explode from the inside. As the other creatures, some of them stop and turn and run and start rampantly eating the exploded dead ones. And
As Ross is running, he looks back. He does a perception check to see if he sees this real quick. He does. He gets a 26. As he's running, he looks back and sees it. And he goes, "Well, that's good to know." As he continues to run, as he's jumping over train limbs and stuff, he looks over and sees them devouring each other. He goes, "Well, that's good to know."
Chrome throws one last grenade before it shifts back to Edward Knight and Kit. And the light will be hitting us right after they react. 15 plus 10. Chrome throws one more grenade right into the pile of these shadow 6-legged creatures with slit mouths. Big pile of them explode, making more wounded and bleeding guts as all the rest of the other ones stop and just turn into a giant feeding frenzy out in that area.
As Ross is continuing to running through this forest, jumping over limbs, and he goes, "At least that'll distract them for a little while, for a spell. Let's keep going, Lady Chrome."
Yes, let's do that. As we say that, it heads back to Kit and Edward Knight. As Kit looks back and first sees Edward way behind. But as Kit looks back forward, Edward Knight teleports through the shadows right in front of him.
Yep, with a 19 plus 9.
Hey, you just
And
you
and-
can't look like that, you sneak. No fair.
just keep running. Don't look up. Just keep running. Don't look up.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just keep running. Don't look up.
You, as
I'll
you grab
roll
him by the scuff and keep pushing him forward.
Whatever you say. Don't look up. Keep moving. Look forward. Don't look up. Keep look forward. So with a 15 plus 2 of let me see if I said that right. Yeah, 15 plus 2 for am I saying it right? No, dang it. I'm sorry. With a 15 plus 14 acrobatics check. With a
29.
that's what's 15 14. That's the 29. Kid tries to run faster and keeps concentrating, listening to Edward Knight to say not to look forward. I mean to look forward, don't look up. Look forward, don't look up.
All right. As that's happening, you notice these creatures are not just regular form creatures. They thrive through the shadows. And Edward Knight knows very much how dangerous they are. As they thrive through the shadows as well. As the ones that were dead and getting ripped apart, their blood somehow leaks through the ground, through to the shadow realm, instead of soaking into regular earth. As it's dripping like rain right in front of you and Edward Knight, as you're both going to run through this wall of rain.
Edward,
You see
Just keep running. Don't look up.
I'm not.
you run right through this. It splatters on both of you as it singes off Edward Knight because of him being a fire Ganassi.
Why,
Kit, though.
just answer one question for me. What happens if we look?
As
What
it-
happens if we don't look? What happens
running.
if we looks up? I'm not doing it. His eyes is just directly wide open as he looks at Edward, trying not to look up. What happens if we look up?
You look up. As you say that, you see one of them creatures looking like they're on the normal ground sniffing, and it was eating part of another leg of another one and sniffing and looking down, opens the portal, sticks his head right through and looks up at you under and looking downward at you, smelling you.
I'm gonna roll. I want to roll after acrobatics for this one to run faster if he's successful.
It goes.
So with an 11 plus 14, 25 total, Kit looks up and sees the creature come out the hole. He screams and hollering up. Is 25 successful?
It does for running and getting the hell away, but here's the problem.
Oh boy.
All right, we gotta keep running.
I'm out of here. I looked up. I thought he had a.
Why did you look up? We have to exit the portal.
What happens after if he's success with the
As you both say that, you both look up and you see there's hundreds, if not thousands, of portals just ripping, and they're just flipping up, running like on the ceiling, running down to you. As these things have elongated arms, and you start realizing them in the shadow world, they're kind of elongated and hairy with these giant smiles and eyes. They've
This
seen
is why
before.
you
These are
don't
more.
look up. If
They're more.
I'm
new
sorry.
things
Look at them. They don't know we're here.
I'm
Now
sorry.
they do.
Oh, forget it. Please forgive me, Edward.
As what has said,
I
Edward
cast
Knight. Go ahead.
Firebolt. I cast a firebolt. Or no,
Edward Knight is
Fireball.
usually not annoyed or bothers me because
I'm gonna cast
Fireball time, bitches!
right.
Yep, third level fireball.
So I know how many I'm rolling for because I'm not in that's the middle where you guys are, where the original hole came from, or the ceiling, or the ground, or one of the parts of the tunnel.
I am doing it from me and up and behind.
You trying to close the tunnel behind you guys?
Yep.
All right, so I got to roll for 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll roll the D6s. How many? All right, 6 of them are running at you guys. Fire away.
It's a dexterity.
3 of them you hit. 3 of them succeed and take half damage.
It's going to be 24 points of fire damage.
It's double damage for the ones that failed. They die. How do you want to do this for 3 of them? As the other 3 make it, but they're scorched severely.
Incineration.
You see Edward Knight saying, "Get down," as you're both running. And he points his finger and blasts it. You see the ceiling erupt as earth and shadow mix together, filling the hole as this fiery ball hits. 3 of them instantly incinerate and just as the other 3 burn through the fire, like severely burnt and damaged, but still trying to run through the tunnel. Taking some hits, 1 of them gets crushed by the falling debris. 2 still chasing behind you, angry as can be.
And I am going to cast at them. I'm also going to cast 2nd level Dragon's Breath. So those final 2 need to make a dexterity save.
6 with a 2 and double 5s for the other one, so he got a critical.
Ugh.
1 fails, 1 succeeds.
10 points of dragon fire.
How do you want to do this? The one that you hit.
It's just another incineration.
Just 1 more gone. Looks like fireball jutsu. Just incinerated.
And as the bonus, I just take 1 swing with my halberd. The final one. 19 plus 12. So a 31. But because it's a 19, that makes it a crit.
So how do you want to do this for that one?
That's going to be 16 points of slashing damage. So yeah, that one is just going to be split in 2. So it's going to come running at me as I pull out the halberd and just hold it up above me as head to groin. As it falls behind me in 2 halves.
So what do you say to Kit before you guys start booking it again?
And this is why you don't look up. Now, are you going to listen this time?
He takes a single quick gulp as he looks at Edward. Understood. Just don't hurt me, please.
Good. Now run.
Okay, rolling for acrobatics for this one for running or athletics. Here we go. With a 13 plus 15, 28. Kit start running as the voice of as the sound of voice of Edward, who is kind of blunt and bothered. He started running as fast as he could, and not. And this time he does not look up. He just looks straight. He just looks straight ahead. Okay, I'm going.
And my
He started
athletics is
dashing and
that
dashing.
20 plus 9, 29.
All right. Now I need both teams to do a survival check. Bottom team has advantage. So Dom and Devontae. Top team has disadvantage because we're still in the darkness. Ross and Crom.
Mm.
So survival checks.
16
Disadvantage top.
plus 9.
Advantage for bottom.
16 plus 9, 25.
What if I have a
Okay.
natural advantage?
Then it's a
Then you
straight
do
roll.
straight-
Nat 20 plus 2, 22.
12 plus 7, 19.
11 plus 10. The other one was a 16. It would have been nicer, but a 21 still works. Okay. You guys all succeed. We run through. Edward Knight and Kit, as you're running ahead, from your peripheral looking normally up, not without looking up, see the outline of the building. And then you see ahead of you just slightly Ross and Crom running, booking as fast as possible as you see a wave of these critters and creatures still chasing behind them.
Hmm.
Ross and Crom running, going down. Okay, so we're almost there. I hope it is only so many kilometers. The light should be hitting us again, and then we should be scot-free. But we might have to fight it till we get to the door. They will not open the door until we eradicate these things. The light can help for a minute, but only for so long. They have a few
Just
defenses.
needed to fly.
All right, Ross, I need you and me to run a acrobatics or athletics to see if we can get to the door area first. And then after that, we need Dom and Devontae both to do the same.
I got a 27, 11 plus 16.
I got a dirty 20. All right, Dom, what'd you get? And
Okay, remind me what are we rolling for again?
acrobatics or athletics?
Okay. An 8 plus 14, 22.
What about you, Thunderbase?
11 plus 9, dirty 20.
We run up. Chrome and Ross stop and slide right at the door and turn back as Chrome turns that big buzzsaw shield and uses her spiritual weapon to throw it forward. As you see a blinding light appear with her weapon in front. As when she pulls out her mace, light brings around her by a 20-foot range. I didn't want to be a beacon until now. It also makes shadows. As she looks over, which will help us. And right when that happens, you guys reach right when you see the shadow and light right under.
Yep, and as that happens, I turn to Kit and I'm like, as soon as I do this, jump out.
Ross,
And-
before they jump through, what does Ross say beforehand? Was it just you noticed being Crom and me? Is there any like last stand words you'd say before you think it's just you and me, and you don't know if Edward Knight and Kit are here?
Well, it was nice knowing all y'all.
Yeah, I think we might die, but hopefully my friends are here soon. Edward Knight.
I cast 4th level erupting earth just in the area open. So right above us where they're all gathering around getting ready to attack you guys. So they're all I'm waiting for them to all get in a nice big bunch right there and erupting earth. So
And
they
right
have
when
to
he
make
does
it
that, he has plenty of time to jump as The ground rumbles in front of us as we look and see these creatures standing there, almost like jokers, but more corrupted. Are some black ooze.
As if
monsters.
chaos got a hold of my jokers.
Yes, perfect example. If chaos got a hold of your jokers,
Oh man.
Nurgle or something.
Time to
You see
shout
the
out.
ground shaking in front of Ross and Chrome as they see the monsters looking back and looking forth and looking down. And they see the ground just cripple and drop. A couple do jump at us, though, beforehand. Many miss and fall. But 2 fly at you, Ross, and 2 fly at me. What are those
Can I do-
actions we do?
Can I do a quick draw with my revolver?
Yes, you can. And I got an 18. Ooh, I'm going to do a shield bash. And then my next one, I got advantage as well. And then another 18 plus.
Athletic for the quick draw. I got 34 for one, and the other one is a net 20 plus 16, 36. So I success both of them for the quick draw, and you got 17 for one and a 16 for the other for the attack.
Me, I got 18 plus 10 for my mace and 18 plus 8 for my shield. I shield bash 1, knocking it down the hole. As the other one's coming at me, I swat it downward with my mace.
Those that took the erupting earth took 51 points of damage.
I don't want to do this to everyone. They only have 50 points of health apiece. The big ones do. The medium ones only had 25 and 30. So you just KO'd like 26 to 30 creatures, maybe even more in one shot.
Oh dear.
You roll that actually.
I was waiting for a moment like this to use this in a match.
This is actually this
There
is
is
actually
exactly 50. I rolled 40-20, and the 40-20 came up to 50.
Whoa.
50 of these creatures, plus the 4 that me and Dark Trooper just killed. And you watch them all fall and die. As Kit and Edward and I are standing there and just watch them all splat in front of you. As a wave of death.
How do they do it out there, Edward? How these creatures? What are these things? What were they?
I'm gonna roll an investigation for that one.
I was hoping you would. Especially Devontae.
20 plus 7, so 27.
You walk up, grab the body, and look at the creature with 6 legs.
Yeah.
You realize that 2 of these extra legs are not supposed to be here. They were formed from something else.
Is it some kind of
Like a
mutation?
parasite.
Is this some kind of mutated parasites or some unknown creature we don't know about?
From the looks of it, it looks like it mutated from combining with something.
Nick,
You see one of them twitching,
yeah.
still semi-alive, but like it's fighting what's inside, freaking out. As you see it splitting, like the 2 arms up top are trying to pull off the 2 medium ones and tearing in the middle, ripping apart as it's screeching from this giant mouth, pulling off this other fuzzy-looking big mouth, big-eyed head with sharp teeth.
Everyone be on guard.
as you see this elongated arms and legs flip over, you, as Edward Knight knows, is called a Joker. They stand up and smile and critter like, but it looks back at the parasite creature that has two arms and a giant, huge mouth and a long, spiky tail. Like it consumed onto it and became more like another kind of creature, and especially through the darkness. As Jokers like to sit in the darkness silently and quietly until it's time to be violent. These things, on the other hand, like to provoke and attack and assault and eat and consume until their next host. As you see the Joker attacking it and it's attacking itself, they start fighting. What do you two do as you witness this?
I am going to put a bonfire right below him.
They're
That
both
great bonfire is the cantrip.
They're both weak to fire. This is even funny.
While he does that, I can roll for. I could just roll for roll to hit if success to use javelin, while he can roast over the bonfire.
You're gonna try to make a shish kebab.
Or unless he want to turn into a complete crisp and soot and charge into soot like a extra crispy creature.
They'll do it to it.
All right. 14 plus 11, 25 to hit.
All right. So, both of you.
All
How
right.
do you-
Now it's time for the attack. So that way I can pierce it through while it gets roasting, while it's roasty toasty.
It's going to be taking 14 points of fire damage.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Which is doubled.
Oh, so 28 points of fire damage.
Yeah, and then Dom, what is your damage for your spear as it's piercing through both of them at the same time?
It is taking 10 piercing damage.
All right, so it's taking 38 points altogether for both of you. For how do you want to do this? As you're chucking the spear at them, shish kebabbing them right into under a fire to cook.
So Kit will go first while Edward is getting ready to
You
conjure
shish
up.
kebab it, and you get it shish kebab, and then Edward just goes, "Huh, I know what this needs." Bonfire creates.
Now
Hey,
that's
anyone hungry?
mutated kebab. Anybody?
As the smell goes up this giant hole that Edward Knight made between the shadow realm and the regular realm, Chrome looks down, smells this food, and goes, "That is absolutely disgusting smelling. I want one leg. But we got to go. Come on, let's get in the building. The light is finally here." As the light comes back across, a bunch of the critters and creatures run away, especially after a bunch of them just squished him dead. Oh, do you guys head upstairs now to where we are?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, when I did the erupting earth, I said that Kit and I would pop out.
Okay.
Phew.
So we were actually on surface that entire time.
All right, that works. So, as that happened, and the one that did that in front of you guys, and you just shish kebabbed it, you look back over, and the slot on the door opens, and you go, "Oh, there is no more enemies now, is there? No?
I don't believe so, and I don't think they'd get across that crater though.
Yeah, what? What? Hang on now. Just give me a second. Close door. You hear? What the hell was that? Click. and then a big giant, and the door finally opens slowly and crickety. The man walks out. All right, so you guys can come in and whatnot. Whoa! Our entranceway is now a swimming pool. What did you do? As the Shadow Realm closes down, it literally just becomes a giant gaping hole, filling with water from the rain.
We gave you a free moat. You're welcome.
Mind you, as you say this, a horse and buggy strolls past. As
Very
Crom goes,
coconut.
maybe you should stop your horse. Two horses and a buggy with 3 or 4 drunk men blast right into this giant hole that's, say, about 30, 40 feet wide. As the horse is freaking out, the 4 men are trying to swim away, freaking out as they're
Really sobering them up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're not happy. As the dead bodies of the Jokers and the other creatures are starting to float up at this time, freaking them out as they're screaming, seeing them just pop up the surface. The horses somehow miraculously jump out from freaking out from seeing this. The other guys, let's see. So, anywho, one guy makes it. You guys witness this happen. They crash, they blast. The 2 horses jump out. They both got a 17 and a 19. The one guy got a 19. The other guy got a 4, got a 3, and got an 8. Yeah, the other 3 guys died and drowned as either got hooked by the carriage, kicked in the face by the horse, or found that the one corrupted Joker was still alive and ripped him apart, and then died drowning itself as trying to eat him. One guy made it though, and he actually walked away with the bet and winnings money, going, "I told you guys I'd win that bet." Too bad. As he starts walking away, back to us. So, I guess Georgie, Martin, and Samuel are gone now. I told you I'd win the belt. And who would survive the night? Partying and drinking. I think I'm done partying and drinking now. Would you say? What about you guys? Oh, Crom, long time. Hello, and bustier than ever. Kit. I still don't have the money I owe you. I'm sorry. The card game. Edward. Oh shit, Edward Knight. Please don't hurt me. Who the hell is this fellow with a hat? Maybe you, Dark Trooper. As the one guy asks you who you are after he just watched his 3 friends drowned.
Ross points to that bag of gold and say, "Do you really care?"
Oh, you're right. I don't really care if I have the money. And there's plenty of gold and rubles in here for at least a few weeks, partying heavily.
I would
There's plenty
suggest
to do.
setting yourself up, investing in much better things than drink, boy, my friend.
Yes, no. But before we do that, would you like to do a wager? As Crom looks over going, "We're not doing any wagers. Now you got to go. But we're going, oh my god, why do we even
We
do
are
this?
busy.
We have things to do." And the man that came out with the doorkeeper going, "I saw you. The hell happened with this hole? Do any of you have examples or explanations?" Chrome goes, the big hole just reminds me of an ex-girlfriend. I don't know. It was the other I got here. And she just starts walking away. I'm gonna do a bluff. I'm gonna let's see if I can lie.
Roll for persuasion.
I think it's persuasion or deception. No, it's deception.
Yeah, Edward just starts walking away whistling.
I'm
was
so
wrong.
glad I rolled high. I got an 18 with mine.
Ross looks at the guy and goes, "It wasn't me," and just walks away.
I need every one of you to do a deception check for me.
This is gonna be
Edward
crazy.
Knight, definitely for the whistling.
18. I actually rolled an 18. And I
rolled
don't
an
even
18.
have a modifier. I don't have
Damn,
a plus
a zero.
modifier. That's
I got a net 20 plus 1.
Wow. What'd you get, David?
Ross takes a coin out of his pocket, flicks it to the guy, and said, "I didn't do nothing. Do we understand each other?"
I have an 18 plus 2, dirty 20.
All right. He looks at us. Ross tosses a gold coin. So does Crom, just in case. Yeah, he tosses one. He catches each one of them.
Yo.
He looks at the drunk guy that his friends just died from. He's like, "Oh, I think you killed your friends. I think that's what this is." And he puts the coins in his pocket. "I think this is set up. I think you somehow dug a ditch or a hole or a divot just for this, just so you could have a drowning position with your you say your bodies. I say your frenemies. As you gave them weird looks all night. Like, hey, my friend, I didn't do anything like that. I swear, we're just friends here. Come on, why don't we have a bet or something? Come on."
Ross puts his arm around the drunk guy and goes, "Give him a couple of them coins, and then he'll probably look the other way."
As you see the commander or the door commander guy go, just starts scratching the gold coin across his neck. Yeah, I think he might be right. Would you like to Ross,
Donate to this very tired and very young, not young looking guard who's in desperate need of a vacation.
Unless you go to the cellar for the night, if you remember what's down there. Oh no, I'm good. Here. He grabs the whole pouch and just chucks it right at the guy.
Oh, it just out of spite to be sneaky. I want to roll for a slay a hand force of snatching some extra money out of him in his pocket without even noticing.
All right, do a sleight of hand across his pants as he's doing this.
Oh, a nat 20 plus 9, 29.
So what pockets
looks-
do you ruffle?
In fact, I'm going to follow Kit on that and also do a sleight of hand.
So
You
Kit
know,
You guys
looks
are
at,
hang rob this guy.
so Kit looks at Edward Knight. He whispers, "Say, I'll be right back, Edward. I want to have a little fun for something."
Henry, I got a 23.
There's a reason they call us the Doom Crawlers.
So what happened was he sneaks over by the
Not
walls
wrong.
behind the drunk guy while he's talking. Kit goes behind his back pocket using his arrow to dig all the money out, like as if he's going fishing, and snatches his gold. Success.
Edward, as he puts his arm, when he put his arm around him and whispering in his ear, he gently grabbed the other small pouch of his coin that wasn't in the big pouch out of that gentleman's breast pocket.
All right, so you, Trooper, do find a pouch with 10 gold in it. And for Sage, for Kit, you find 7 gold and a couple silver, 2 silver, and then 1 key and 1 ruby.
Woohoo.
Also a food voucher for 1 large dinner for a group of 4, which happen to be those 4. But now there's only 1. But there's 4 of you. And then also Ross. You pull out this picture. Where in the front of it shows not 4 guys, but 5. This man with long blonde hair and reddish eyes, pale skin, a red vest, a lute, and a sword. With his other 4 buddies, all shoulder to shoulder, with a giant metallic-looking coffin with black goo around it. And in the back of it, you see a symbol. Time, place, and what room to meet. Did you put it back in your pocket, or can you keep it with yourself?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it and show it to the others when we're not next to the guy I just robbed.
Smart. As he does a perception check with an 8, never mind. He doesn't see, feel, or know that both of you robbed him and simultaneously within the course of these couple seconds of him also handing over the rest of his money. As he looks back, as all of us start heading in, and the doorkeep closes the door, he says, I'm going to let you out here for a minute to let you think. I might let you back in after I count the coin. Closes the door, locks it, as you hear every lock. Why the hell is there a cat over here? I don't even know what that's for. And he closes the rest of the locks. The man reaches into his pockets and realizes the rest of his coin's gone. His voucher too.
That's when
And
he,
he
as
really-
the door closes and locks. That's when he's like, "Hey!"
Yeah, but this is what gets worse. He reaches to his vest and reaches in, goes for the pouch and the picture. The pouch that had the 10 platinum coins. And also one thing in there as well. A special ring with a special symbol on it. Looks like it may be used to lock or unlock something.
Like a key.
Yeah, but as a ring.
Rings can be keys.
It can. And then he realizes the picture's gone. And he plays back his memories and realizes that you were the one that robbed him. He freaks out. I don't know if I can get back in. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And he starts backing up and backing up near to the water well. As the water well, the bodies of his buddies are floating above those 3 creatures that were kind of connected to the Jokers, floating up and attached to the bodies of these 3 dead men, consuming and creating new creatures, lunge out of the water and grab him up and pull him in, and turning that blue and white water red as the night and darkness fully consumed them. As the door closes, the little latch opens up a few minutes later. Hey, whiny baby, I can let you back in now. The barkeep says it's what? Whiny.
Oh, it's like there's his shoes.
Where's Sir Wyatt? Where is the dumb Sir Wyatt, the little thieving bastard? Oh shit! I left him out here too long, didn't I? Yeah, he got eaten, didn't he? He closed the slot. No one liked that guy, anyways. And he walks down. Oh man,
Like
He was a horrible rogue, anyways.
he was a whore son anyway.
As the heavy armored knight is standing there, what are those four doing here? Why is the Queen of Death here? And the King of Shadows? You know, I would tell you, you don't pay me. The boss does. And he pays you. He pays you to lock this door. Make sure nobody gets past if I don't lock it right.
Especially at certain times of night.
Remember that, Sir Knight. You might be above me in rank. You're not above me when it comes to working here. Do and starts swinging the keys. The knight looks back, going, "Good thing I mount your daughter every night, and she's the best one here." What'd you say? Nothing. No, I'm a great knight. I'm a defenseman.
Pardon me, Sir Knight.
Yeah, they're elf. What is,
I have something for you that you must see.
what happened?
It appears I found this scroll, and it's written somehow by some kind of rogue elf. It's here's by the name of Kit Nephron. Does he sound familiar?
He looks back and looks at you. As you hand him the scroll, he opens up and it's a wanted poster of Kit. Of your exact detail. He looks back at you. He looks back at this poster that says, "Wanted Kit Nephron for thieving several kingdoms and slaying several dragons of guardianship." They don't know all about your good stuff. These are the opposition posters, not the good posters. Wanted
Like
for 10,000
it looks
gold.
like a One Piece poster.
Yeah, looks like they wanted you for 10,000 gold. And he looks over going, "Wow." And then he sees down at the bottom and it says, "From the Dark Kingdom of Netherrealm." And he goes, "Oh." And he rolls it back up. And he looks over at the wall of heroes and it shows you again, but with a buddy picture of Netherrealm hero. And he looks over at the wanted poster, looks over at the hero poster, looks back over going, "What thing now isn't this? Here's your
I can see now just doing a Buddy Christ thing.
That was kind of what I was getting at. Like, hey, what's up, buddies?" But like his bad guy self look, it looks like one of his bad guy looks. So he hands you it back, going, "As long as no one hears of Kingdom Netherrealm, you're fine. I don't serve those people. I serve the Reapers of the High Rock. But we have to lock up for tonight as the storm is coming in." As you hear the storm rumbling more and more.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I guess it's time for me to go home now. Thank you for your time, Sir Knight. Be safe.
I don't think
in
you
the storm.
understand going home. Can't no one leave right now. Unless you're going to the portal right here and teleport away. And that's only if we have enough power. As lightning striking and you see the lights flickering and getting like they're overpowered. And he's like, "But it seems like we might have plenty of electricity for the next week or two."
Oh, you sure it's safe to go in that hole, Sir Knight?
Crom walks up going, "Kit, don't worry. We'll leave when it's time. Let's go find the person that we're searching for. Let's go ask questions around here. Act like you're mingling. Get a drink. Ask questions around these people. See if there's someone that knows anybody from these pictures or anything else that we know. I only got a little bit of information. Maybe we should huddle up as a team and discuss something first.
Maybe.
Every roll a perception check for me if you guys are looking for a place to talk in private for a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. An 8 plus 14, 22.
All right. Kit,
I only rolled a 7 plus 3.
I got a 21, 12, 14 plus 7. In this case, I point to the inn. I point over to the inn and go, my friends, that inn looks very popular. It'd be a fine place to have a private conversation because of the fact that there's nobody going to be listening to us.
I agree with Ross. Make it follow. What do you guys think?
And plus, Kit, don't you have that voucher for 4 free meals? It looks like that's the inn over there that voucher goes to.
I absolutely do. That guy was so easy to persuade to get. I swindled the goodies.
Ross puts his arm around Kit and goes, Ross, Kit, I suggest you keep your voice down about stuff like that. It's not a good idea.
I'm a rogue. They'll never know nothing.
you say that with the high perception you did roll, you do look over and see what are sitting there at the table. There are numerous sketchy-looking people around. Some did look at you when you said that as they looked back as a giant, huge, barbarian-looking woman with a giant axe, and another looking woman, more druid. You see these two people dressed like a sultan and a woman as a Arabian next to each other at a table and looking back quietly.
Guys,
Among one of the person across.
guys, I don't think this is such a good idea
Hey,
to be here. They're staring at
Wasn't
us.
that your ex?
Can we not discuss that? Edward, don't say this, please.
Ross looks to the barkeep and goes, Barkeep, a round of drinks for all these fine ladies and gentlemen.
Ross, what are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't ask for a drink. What are you doing?
I didn't say it was for you. I said it for everybody so that they leave us alone.
He drops his head. Ugh. Thank you, but why are those guys staring at me? Those barbarians.
Because you were drawing it. And Ross looks at him dead in the eye, gives him a stare, and goes, because you were drawing attention to us.
Eek.
Shut up. Now, Ross walks up to the bar. After saying that, he walks up to the bar, takes 2 platinum coins out of his sack, slaps it on the table, and slaps on the bar. There, round of drinks for every one of these fine folks. And you
All right.
left afterwards, you can keep for yourself.
All right. Round up the drinks, everybody.
As the bartender rounds up all the drinks, the waitress walks up. Oh, wow, that's a lot of alcohol. Yeah, a lot of ale. Here you go. And starts handing one out to every single person.
Ross tips his hat, goes, much obliged, my miss. Is there perhaps a place where we was us fine travel wearied folk can have the time or have a sit down and have a private conversation?
And she looks back, looks over to the knights, nods, as they step back and you see this booth area in the corner. As it looks like it's like kind of been closed in. Yeah, they can talk over there if you need to have private discussions.
Ross tips his head again and goes, much obliged. And as he puts a coin in the young lady's hand, as he puts a gold coin in the young lady's hand as a thank you.
As she smiles and blushes, she says, mind you, no violence in that room. That's the peace room. Violence anywhere else, but not there.
While waiting for Ross to return, Kit was painting with his calligraphy, writing another scroll. That's better. I feel better now. As long as Ross does not yell at me again, I'll be good. As long as I stay in self-control and quiet, I should be fine.
Ross walks back, takes Kit, points him to the booth, and say, "Go there and stay."
Wait, aren't you guys coming?
Of course not.
But why me? I can't go in there alone.
Because we are not. We won't draw attention.
Wait, what are we? Wait, you. Wait. We can talk about this. Whoop. I can see that Kit was being tossed in there by Ross. No. Come on, Ross, don't do this. Tell me what.
As Chrome walks in last, Edward Knight appears through the shadows into the chair. Chrome closes the curtain as the knights block it for a guard ship. Ross and Kit sit down, and Chrome does around this table.
Edward, Ross whispers to Edward, "Edward, my friend, is there a way you can make this a little bit more private for us?"
As you say that, I cast Minor Illusion to make it look like as if it's nothing there. Like as if it's just, as if the booth just kind of disappears.
Yes, you're glad.
So
Ross reaches into his coat pocket, and pushes a photo down. I got this out of the gentleman's pocket when I pickpocketed him.
So Chrome, tell me what this is about. Why is everyone looking at me funny?
Hi for all the wanted posters, my friend.
Wanted posters?
Yeah,
What did you think you were handling? What did you think you were handing that guy?
I didn't hand him anything. Hey, what are you guys talking about? I was with you all along.
Ross rolls his eyes and say, "Listen, kid.
Wait, you guys are distrusting me? I didn't do it. I promise. That
No,
wasn't
you didn't do it. Somebody's obviously setting you up.
Yeah.
Chrome
Wait.
looks over. And, yes, there's a
And
few
somebody with
posters.
enough point to
but
make someone like me want to take interest.
Why would
Thank you.
anybody want to play imposter with me? Or rather yet, set me up?
That is a
Why would anyone want to set any of us up?
important question now, isn't it?
Leverage?
Yes,
Well,
it's a
I
little harder for those who are, the royalty. But for you, you're close to royalty, but you're not. You wonder why so many people try to attack you. Same goes for other people. Ross here is a hired gun, and in doing so, it would catch the eyes of people like him to hunt people like you. And those posters that have a big bounty of that much gold could set somebody up for life.
Or at least for a few years at least.
Depending on how they live their life.
But it's
So,
impossible. I don't have any enemies. Unless you guys have an enemy that knows
so
how
many
close we are in connection.
Just being connected with us gives you enemies.
Yes.
So whomever is the culprit using me is using me.
Because you are the weakest link in this group right at the moment, my dear boy.
That's not right. I'm not the weakest link here.
I believe all of us are.
No.
I can't be that weak now, can I?
Well, for example, we could have gotten here under the complete guise of the shadow had you just not looked up.
You did have to resurface that flashback, did you?
We could have also maybe have not tipped off the gods that there's a large bounty on your head by getting him the very scroll that has your face on it.
Why are we scolding at me about this now? I told you it was an accident. I didn't know. I panicked.
It's water under the bridge, dear boy.
The original scroll you were trying to hand, which had the wanted for the person we were looking for, was switched out of your hand for the wanted poster of you instead. In doing so, almost framing yourself. As someone sleight handed you and switched out your wanted poster that you needed.
Wait a second. I think I know who did that. There was a strange man talking to that knight for some reason. When we were on our way to the tavern, he bumped into me on accident. We swapped scrolls and... Oh no.
So are you telling me that the actual scroll that tells us who we're looking for is gone?
There's no telling where he could be. Wait. Look out that window. I can see the peeping hole. There he is.
As you look and see, you see him standing there opening the scroll, and then these three creatures jump out of the water and pull them in and rip them apart. As you're watching, as the scroll flies into the air and falls right into the mud in front of the giant door.
It's right there. If we go back, we'll be swallowed.
The only one who could possibly get over there without being seen is me or Edward.
If only that we could swap those scrolls, maybe it'll keep us in the clear. Perhaps there could be another way. Perhaps one of you guys can help. Since I'm actually the liability of in a disadvantage. I think I still have that. I still think I have that other scroll I've accidentally swapped. Aha! Here we are. So what now?
Now we are going to sit here. We are going to get dry. We're going to drink, and we're going to get food.
So we're not gonna go out there and swap the posters back.
If we,
What kind of plan is that?
Ross, Edward, or I will go. You stay here with Crone. Go down the floor and order us some food and some drink.
All right, so Chrome looks over as seeing Ross and seeing Kit talk, and she rolls her eyes and looks back at Edward Knight. Edward Knight, do you mind grabbing the scroll? As goes.
I give a nod and drop into the shadows.
Moments later, as Ross and Kit are talking, Edward Knight reappears with the scroll in his hand.
All right,
Ross
that's done.
Ross knows this because of his passive perception and says, "Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Edward. That was much obliged."
All right, so the plan is we got the scroll, we got the thing to show when we arrest this person, we must find this blonde man. And I'm assuming he has something to do with music. As he has a lute in his hand and a sword. Maybe
Wait a second. I want to roll history for this guy. So for history, where's my phone? Excuse me a second. Let me get the modifier real fast. For a roll of history with an 18 plus. Look, give me a second. Looking for it. Where are you? Aha! History. Let me continue those words again one more time. With a roll of 18 plus 8, 26, Kit looks over and he finds the familiar face that looks almost just like him, but except is much older. It can't be. He freaks. He kind of falls backwards against the wall. Like, I know that face. He can't be alive. This can't be happening.
What is this? A friend of yours?
He's no friend. He's the reason why I was an orphan. I can't. If I see him, it's gonna be one rough ride I do not want to deal with. And if and when and oh, let me calm down before things get worse.
We are not going anywhere. We are here to do a job, and we will
Okay.
see through
Okay.
until
I'll, okay. Let me explain who he is. He's, he is. His name is Leaf Howell.
He's a vampiric bard. Yes.
He
How
was.
did you know him?
He's one of the rogue elves in from our families once. When I was very young, I looked up to him. He's even was once with friends with other villagers, even my parents.
Yes, and
But-
then it says here in the paperwork he's sold his soul, became a vampire, and ate his whole tribe.
And after that, it seems like my parents came down with some sickness, and in the whole village of elves, were coming down some kind of epidemic of sickness, and I couldn't see myself staying there, figuring out the plan to heal every last one. My father, he told me to leave. He says, don't worry about finding a cure. He told me just leave. I was so afraid to be by myself. That's how I managed to survive, to become a rogue, utilize everything. I've always put myself into trouble so much, for hunger, to survive, everything. And when I've encountered Leaf again, he told me to leave the village and never return. Because if he
Hey,
sees me again, if he
sorry
ever
to-
sees me again, whether older or younger, he will mark a debt. He will mark a target on my back as a debt and punishment. And I think he's utilizing this as a setup.
Ross rubs his whiskery chin. Goes, interesting story. Lady Chrome, is this the man we are looking for? As Ross grabs the scroll from Kit and gives it to Chrome.
Yes, this is the vampiric elf that's a bard and a fighter.
Ross
He-
also reaches into his coat, takes the photo he got from the drunk, and also puts it in front of her. He goes, "I got this from the drunk. We met at the door."
As you guys notice when you look at the picture, you see the image that anybody that did get a glance of the four men. Each one of them were on that picture, and the one that we did interact with getting the picture from in general. And the fifth man that was in the picture, that was the man that's on the wanted poster we're looking at right now.
Leaf Howlett.
And you look over and you see this coffin sitting in front of them, made of this metal. And you look like there's a black.
Hey, anybody think check the coffin for a vampire?
I mean, some of them may have been vampires, some of them may have been ghouls. The others looked like they were very stupid and close to wanting to die. But
But you can't
This
kill
one
I
a
got
coffin.
somewhere.
But if
Yes,
it's possible or stupid to ask, but don't you think killing a vampire twice doesn't? It's like you can't kill something what's already dead, right?
Of course you can.
roll a perception check, everybody. From the
10 plus 3, 13.
16 plus 14, 30.
Hang on.
I got a 4 plus 4. I got an 8. I didn't hear anything.
I got 26.
So anybody that got over a 18 hears the two guards saying, "Hey, you're not supposed to come back here." No, there we have people having a private discussion. Whoop! Ding! Thud, thud. Two guys hit the ground. Edward Knight made the shadow barrier around us when the illusion that we're not there. You see the curtains open. You see this big, muscular barbarian woman with this giant axe bigger than any of us. And after ducking and standing up, towering over the table, looking to her left and her right, but seeing no one there. Because of Edward Knight's illusion, all she sees is a table just sitting there with maybe a half-drinking drink that's been sitting there for a while with a cigar dripped into it. I don't see anyone. What about you, sister? Give me a moment. As a woman walks up, tall, lanky, and skinny. And she looks forward. My dear half-sister, you are strong in so many ways, but your eyes and your mind are so weak. And she snaps her fingers and casts a spell at 7th level. The illusion drops.
Ross quickly grabs his revolver out of his holster and points it at both of them. It's like, man, ladies, I suggest you leave because this is a private conversation.
Uh-oh.
Chrome looking over, eyes wide at Ross. Why did you pull your weapon? We had all the advantage until then.
And of course, Kit says under his breath, "Oh man."
Right as you guys say that, the other two girls look over going, what does he mean? And then the druid girl looks back over, oh fuck, this is a peace room. That means it's as they say, as Crom says, it's a goddamn mimic that listens to everything and doesn't care. And she closes her eyes, puts her hands down, and you just see teeth come up as the whole room starts shifting into a mouth trying to bite all of us and consume the room. Edward Knight, we need your help, please. As she's ducking down.
I open up a shadow to get us out of there.
I need you to do a dexterity save to see if you're fast enough to do this for all four of us. And I gotta do this for the girls too, because they have their own way.
Save?
Yes.
You say it's a save? It's a 15 plus 3, 18.
18 success. Okay. Ooh. All right. We all have this big portal drop under us. And we lead right to the shadow realm through where we can look above.
And those two ladies are now dealing with a pissed off mimic.
You see the big barbarian lady attacking a swinging her axe at it.
Someone's getting the call.
Drew is calling me. Hey, buddy, I'm live during the show. Are you going to jump in through Discord? Or are you going to jump in through the restream? Yeah, we're still going. We go from 6 to 9. All right, we'll see you then. Okay. As you see that, you see the sorceress or the mage make a portal herself and pull the big barbarian girl with her. But as she tries to pull the barbarian girl through with her, right as the rest of her body pulls, her arm is still out. As the portal's starting to close, the mimic wraps around her arm, snapping her arm as the portal cuts her arm off. As they disappear through the portal, a spew of blood inside that portal room of where the peace room was, as it crunches down in the arm, and then it opens back up and turns right back into a normal room. The two guards get back up and look over, and then they go, I wonder if the other guys made it. The two girls might be dead. Hey, what about you, Bob? Bob? I just wanted a sandwich. Why the hell did I even become a god? It said 3 sandwiches in regard. And I say, sure. Now I get hit by a bitch that's 9 foot tall. What the hell is going on? Can I go home now? Now we still got at least 1 more moon. And then you can go home, Bob. And it'll be the next day shift. I'm going to die before my shift's over, aren't I? Probably, Bob. Don't worry. I'll remember it. Why don't you die? I'm smart. I shove people like you in front of whatever's trying to eat me. I hate you, Carl. I hate you too, Bob. And they just look back and start looking forward again at cards. He looks at both of them and rolls his eyes and closes. As we walk under to where the bartender set is, the portal opens back up above us to walk back up. We head back through. Edward Knight last to come out. Crom looks over at the barkeep. So, barkeep, we just had a barbarian lady and a druid bitch try to kill us. They were originally customers here. Do you know who they were? As he's cleaning his drink going, I do. But we might ghost you. Please don't do that. What? Ask for money for information. I really hate it. I always have to pay people. Why can't you two people just be nice and just give me information? I'm your damn queen. Now, you see, I'm on different continent of area for you. You're not my queen. And I don't give him free information to my queen.
Edward flashes 5 platinum in front of him. Will this be enough?
Well, that'd pay for the ale for the whole year. I would have free ale. As he smiles.
Teeth all crooked and gross looking.
A couple missing. One's wooden. Another one's wooden, but it's painted gold. And he has like one mustache that's longer than the other one. So one of his mustaches is long and curly, the other one's like medium and looks like it's been singed several times.
Well, if he works in a bar, not surprising.
All right. He takes the platinum and says, here's the information. They're part of this clan, you would say. As it has the same symbol as the back of the card that Ross has with the picture. So, he looks back. There's a couple in here. I can't tell you who because I don't know. But within the night, you might know. Do you guys want a room so you could have somewhere to be and do your business if needed without any bother? As the bartender asks as he is cleaning another cup. It's to see a row of cups that have been cleaned up within the time of talking to you guys.
Proper privacy would be nice. Yes.
We have a large room with 3 beds in it. Or our secondary room that has... Nope, that one's filled. Never mind, we just have the large room with 3 beds in it. There's 4 of you, though. So I don't know if someone's okay with sleeping somewhere else. Crom looks up going, I sleep on the ceiling, don't worry. Bartender stops and crinks his neck. You do what? I sleep on the ceiling.
Ross taps on the counter and goes, don't ask questions, my friend. It's actually a much healthier policy you should have as a barkeep.
kind of worried now that he just like gave the keys to the Antichrist.
Oh, Kit just at the window, just staring out the window after what happened today, and of course thinking about Leaf Howlett on returning, could finding him and do exactly what he exactly he'll say if he sees him again.
You look through the lights. You see the forest and the light coming across, and the creatures fighting through the shadows and the silhouettes. And a flashback enters. Back when you were training, trying to do a mission. You were finally lead for the mission to prove your worth. And then he shows up and just ruins every part of the mission and blames everything on you, making it look like it was all your fault when he set everything up to steal this goblet that was needed to
Run away and never return, boy. He was breaking out of his. He was looking at the light, like staring into, like as if he was daydreaming, like nobody. He's not hearing nobody around him.
All right. And Crom looks over and asking, "Are you okay, Kit? Anything before we go up to the room? Are you observable?"
Yeah, I'm all right. Where are the rooms?
Well, here's the best part, Bud. As Edward pops up behind him.
Yeah, Edward, can you not do
one
that?
room, one large room.
Edward, can you not do that? Why do you do that all the time? Don't do that. You know that bothers me when you sneak up on me like that.
Yes, and your reactions are always so fun. That's why I still do it.
Forget
Ross
it.
chuckles at that. It is pretty funny, my friend.
Just forget it. Just tell me where the rooms are, please.
Well, we got one room, so hope you enjoy bunking with all of us.
How
It's like
Ross
they're
puts his
dragging
arm
him
around
up
Kit
the
again.
step.
No, he goes, or you can go sleep out in the stables with the horses. Your choice, my friend.
I would not do no such
Edward
thing.
starts dragging him up the stairs.
No, I also tell him it's like if you choose to sleep in the stables, just so you know, we are going to be a very far away from you and may not be able to get to you in time. So I would suggest coming.
Okay, you win. Just take me to the room, okay? I get it. I'm not staying out there in no awful smelling stable, and there's a crazy man out there who's gonna kill us. Just take me to the room, please.
You guys argue and fight for a moment as you talk and discuss. Some of the people look at you guys. It looks like comedic as like two guys are dragging this elf guy upstairs who's freaking out. And you see Crom just bowing and pleading everybody sorry, and waving and jiggling your titties a little bit, distracting people. And like, oh, don't worry. Please stop looking. As you guys take him up the stairs, the guards are looking over like, what is wrong with these people?
Wait, you're not
pull you up
dragging me
the
up the
girl.
stairs. I can walk myself. Put me down.
This little girl walks past going, "Purple lady, why is the elf guy freaking out? I know the storm is scary, but is the storm scaring him?" Crom gets down to her level and to her knees and goes, yes, sweetie, he's terrified of storms. And what's lying next is very scary for him. He doesn't like the dark. And he has to stay in a dark room with me and them. And when you have someone like me hanging above you, swinging with my fangs and teeth and claws above your head for 3 or 4 hours, it's a little scary. And as she explains this, little girl goes, wait, what? And just runs away freaking out.
and of course, in the room, Kit is just holding on to the window edges, like, I told you I am not going over there in that bed. Are you crazy? Let go of me.
As Chrome walks up, sees you guys trying to yank Kit into the room, finally, she just shakes her head, and you just see her run at the doorway with all of you in it. Shoulder tackle of a dirty 20. Okay. Smashing in.
That actually doesn't hit me. I move out of the way just in time.
Edward
I have
Knight
an AC
is like,
of
nope.
21.
Right when Edward Knight goes through the shadows, it gives enough room for you two to fall forward as Chrome rams both of you flying into the room. You guys tumble like the Three Stooges, all wrapped up together. As the door closes behind us, Edward Knight reappears. Chrome looks over, going, "Okay, listen here, Buddy Boy. We have to stay here for the night." As I pull my giant titties out of Kit's face. Sorry, I've assassinated 3 people that way. As Chrome says, fixing her big breasts. And she looks over, going, "Okay, technically, it is daytime right now. The storm has made it dark." She looks over. The nighttime is when he's active. And so far, the night is just starting. We're going to have to wait until daytime again. Get ready in this room. We'll rest up and take turns.
You mean you're gonna be here more than 12 hours with these with this with the why?
This is the perfect weather to go vampire hunting.
Edward,
Yes. We have to wait until you're sleeping. You don't want to be weather awake.
Miss Ross, Miss Clone. I'm going to go and get supplies for our upcoming hunt eventually. I will be back.
As you get ready to go and look for supplies, Chrome goes, "Okay, we're going to fortify the room for now and rest here tonight. People take turns."
that means I'm stuck here with Edward by myself.
Looks
You
like
know
it.
what, Kit-
Ross looks at Kit and goes, "Looks like it. Unless you want to take your chances out there with other people looking for attention."
Okay, I love the spot. Just go. Bye.
Chrome
I thought-
points
I
at
thought
the
you
green bed, and it's like, "Kit, green bed. Ross, blue bed. Edward Knight, red bed." And she looks up at the ceiling. "Oh, look, they actually do have a grapple here for people that are of tiefling folk or vampiric folk or bird folk." And she just flaps up, and you see her flip her legs up, hanging upside down.
And this is not a gargoyle type of view up there, but it's impossible to sleep upside down.
She looks over. "I dated a gargoyle once. He was very hard." But and she smiles. She's like, "But during the nighttime, wasn't so fun." And then anybody knows what that means.
I know that reference. So Kit goes towards the bed, but he couldn't sleep. He just goes by the window once again, just staring out the light.
You're sitting near the window, the bed near the window, looking out as you're in the second story, looking at the rain, seeing the forest, and these things jumping back and forth between the trees, and the lights flickering back and forth.
His eyes slowly widen more as he started to daydream again.
All right, as that's happening for you, Edward Knight takes place for his rest spot. Ross goes and gets supplies. As he goes up to the merchant. Hello, cowboy man. How are you? Big hat, I love. You buy moose with snail? It help you with lady. Or we have this they're knives. Yeah, like the poison knives. And he swings them at you.
Ross looks at him and goes, "No, thank you. I have plenty of knives, and as well as I have no trouble with the lady. I'm here to get some potions, some great potions, and some essence of God. Or what? What kind of vampires are in D&D?
All different types.
Man, I'm here to get some supplies. Anyway, I think silver is actually one of their biggest weaknesses, isn't it?
Sunlight is depending on the character. Some are weaker to other things.
Silver is that's a werewolf's weakness, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's more werewolf.
Depends on which lore you're talking about, but yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Fire too, wouldn't it?
Depends on the vampire. Some thrive in fire, some are weak to it.
I would have said holy water, but that's fictional, maybe.
No, depends on the character too. Holy water depends on if it's a demonic vampire or not.
Mm.
I'm not
Okay.
sure what vampire this is. You'll find out. You can ask for vampiric supplies, though. They will give you holy water. They will give you a sun grenade.
I'm here to get some vampiric supplies, my friend.
Oh, you want the good stuff? And he looks at you. Come here, over here. Yeah, don't worry. He's just buying the moose. Don't worry. And he just gets over and has you over near his table. And he's like, now don't tell anybody, Bob. Nobody. Don't tell anybody. I have set a deal for that stuff, but you don't tell people. Some people here don't appreciate vampire hunting. Lots of vampires here. Lots of creatures of the night. These hills are very dangerous. He shrugs to you. He opens up this little cabinet. You see a button.
Grenade. I see a butt.
A button. Hey, what up, Drew? You're late, but you're here. What up? Happy
Yeah. Yo.
you're alive.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're good. For a few more minutes and wrapping it up tonight. We're gonna do this a two-parter.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Had to get
he presses the button and opens up a cabinet.
Yep, it opens up and you see the cabinet shake and shift in and then open up a door. And he's like, come to inside shop. Don't worry, guys, they're just buying moose and squid. Yeah, squid. And some of the people go, yeah. And you walk in with them as the doors close behind you. He goes, okay, no moose, no squid. I'm actually out anyways. But here, you go take this. And he opens up this glass case, and you see this grenade with the cross on it. You see this special kind of stake with a certain kind of wood that splits. You look over and you see other types of symbols. What kind of vampire do you intend to kill? It doesn't matter. Did you take the whole kit? The whole kit, 800 gold. Or you take the piece, 300 here, 200 for this one, 100 for this, and then taxes and what the bush, and then I might sell you camel.
I'll take the whole
What do you
kit.
800 gold. All right. The deal. Usually 1,000 gold. I'll give you 800. I like you. I like your hat. Your hat is big.
I'll also take some great potions as well as a torch. Because I know some vampires don't like fire as well. Do you have any fire?
Look over. I have 2 different torches. Regular torch or torch that ignites and never goes out unless you say. Magical torch. Magical
I'll
torch,
take
300 gold. Regular torch, 50 gold.
I'll take the regular torch. This is
Regular
more just,
gold. Cheap guy, here you go. Cheap guy, all right. 50.
you
And
have
he
any
has-
incendiary grenades as well?
Grenades, we do have some grenades. We have these ones. Look, they're even logo. The woman here, it says brought to you by Chrome. Thinking grenades. It usually comes in 12 pack. Do you want Thinking grenades by Chrome? Yeah, she here
No,
will give you
I-
a special
I-
price. 600 gold.
No, I got enough of those from her.
Okay. Okay, I got grenades for you. He turns back and grabs 3 pack of grenades. Here you go, cheap guy. Here you go. Here you go. And 100 gold, 30 grenades. They're called Bada Bing Boom. Here you go. Yeah. You go from 600 good one and you don't do it. 103 cheap one. All right, here you go, big guy. Anything else? So you're just trying to rob me now? Come on.
No, I think that's good enough. I give him 2 platinum coins.
He looks over, going. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you to have to. I thought you were haggling to try to get it cheaper, but the fuck, platinum, you want to buy more? I got my sister too. Come, you want to buy it? Hey, guy, come on.
No,
I even
thank
have.
you. I look at Kurt, I smile at the clerk keeper and go, no, thank you. I don't need that. This is just for the trouble of also to keep yourself that we never met each other.
Of course. No. I don't know who you are. You don't even like moose. You don't even like the squid moose. Oh, that was a bad idea. Never put that ice cream. Never put this ice cream. All right, go. You get out of here. I don't see a thing. You do. As the door opens up, and he's like, "I make big deal. Hang on." Oh, he doesn't even want moose. He lie. He say he likes not even. He like turnip. Who likes turnip ice cream? What is wrong with you? Turnip ice cream. Oh, get him out of here. Pwah. As you walk out and the door closes, you see another big barbarian guy, and he looks right at you and gets close. I like turnip ice cream.
Ross goes,
As
well,
you-
that's good for you, sir. And walks out.
You have big hat.
I indeed do.
Buy big hat. And he just looks back. He likes turnip ice cream. You like turnip ice cream too, you fucking weirdo. Get out of here. Whoa. All right, Ross, as you head back up to the room, I want you to do a perception check for me.
Yep. 8 plus 7, 15.
15?
Or do you want me to use my passive?
Even with your passive of a 17, you fail. You needed at least an 18. You walk up and get ready towards the door. You get this cold, shrugging feeling sensation down your spine. You look over to your shoulder. And the wind and gusts of a kick across your face. Blanking you out with a 19 points of bludgeoning damage, hitting the ground. As the door opens up, quietly, Edward Knight, what are you doing at this time when you're sitting in the room? And Kit, what are you doing at this time? Chrome is hanging above, talking about the weird sexual stories of the past back when she was doing upside down things. So when me and Pandora were doing, because he would teleport, he would do this while I would hang up down with my feet and my claws. And when I have my wings open, he would, do this to my face. And so, Kit, are you listening? Kit! Oh, Edward Knight's not even in bed anymore. You better not be hiding in that shadow realm, you son of a... Kit, are you
Kit was-
listening?
Kit is still staring outside, and his facial expression changed as if he was like in an anxiety stage. Just
Okay.
he's just
So,
just like
Kit,
a
you're not even paying attention right now, so roll a disadvantage for you for perception, please.
Oh gosh. Roll for
right.
disadvantage.
Henry,
Oh.
did that kick knock me out?
It did for a
Oh.
moment. It was more of like you blinked, seen a flash,
six-
hit the ground,
A
and
6
within like
plus
5
4,
seconds, of,
30, 20 for perception.
even with a disadvantage is the lowest.
A six is the disadvantage.
Oh
Man.
wow, you
I
got a
rolled
ridiculous.
a high number was 7.
What's your normal perception?
My perception is a plus 14.
Holy shitballs! Okay,
Passive perception. I'm sorry. My passive perception would be a 24.
wow, either one's ridiculous. That's good though. You got eagle eyes.
Mm.
So as you're lost in thought, Chrome is trying to get your attention. You're just deliberately ignoring her. But because you're trying to ignore her, lost in thought, looking out the window, you've seen the door open. In your mind and your thought, you're thinking it's Ross. You blink again, and you swear that was not Ross at the second time. As you looked over, and right when you looked over, no one's there. You look back to your right and you look at the window and the lightning flashes. You see the reflection of yourself in the lightning. Right as you look up from the reflection of the lightning, you've seen a person with a mask over with silver hair and a knife. They rolled a 19 plus 12 to attack. Yeah, they hit you with a 31. You just took a poisonous dagger right to the side of your ribs. As you get an arm wrapped around your neck, as the blade goes in, you hear a female voice of her going, "Your old friend is here."
Can Ross wake up and immediately
Roll a Constitution save for me and see how fast you get up. You got to know by how your number is.
24, 18 plus 6.
After you hit the floor and you blinked and the door opened and closed, right when the door closed, your eyes rose right back up. You Chuck Norris nip up. You instantly fling right back up. Cowboy hat still on your head and everything. You go right to the door to swing it open. Right as you swing it open, you see this woman in a grayish black cloak and silverish gray hair stabbing this curved looking dagger, poisoning like with green like ooze poisoning out of it through Kit's side, and her hand around his neck with these claws that are protruding out from her fingers. As you look over, seeing that it's an elvish looking woman, but the armor she's wearing, you would swear she was more like a cat just from her armor.
Ross gets enraged because she kicked him and transforms into his beast form.
What beast form are you turning into?
I believe Ross is a tiger, a were-tiger.
I was about
Yeah,
to say
so-
a werewolf. I was going to be like, no.
Oh, that's what my guy is. My guy
Oh,
turns
nice.
to
He roars
in
in
this story on the
rage
King of the Werewolves.
and then
Nice.
automatically uses a blood curse on her.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot your.
Oh.
All right, so you turn into a were-tiger, and you go when you transform.
And I put a blood curse of bloating agony on her.
Ooh, nice. You slow her down instantly. right as she's trying to whisper into Kit's ear that she's trying to kill him as he's one of the assassins that she was paid to kill, her skin starts thickening up and bloating and filling up, and this pain just consumes through her as her eyes bulge. Kit, I'm going to give you one chance to try to get out of her trying to slit your throat right now. I need you to do a dexterity save, Kit. The only reason that you're not having disadvantage is because Ross is saving you. You have a straight roll, so roll 1d20 plus your dexterity modifier. For Dom the Sage. He'll be right back. Damn it. All right, I'll roll for you. You're so lucky. A 14 plus 5. All right. Kit puts his hand right under her claws at the right time, shoves his hand, having her claw his own hand instead of his throat. As he pushes away, he nudges and elbows her arm for where the dagger is sticking into his side, pull it out his side, as Kit shoves with his feet onto the wall to shove off the bed, rolling, doing a backflip, landing on his feet.
As he does this, can I do a reaction?
Yes, I got to do acrobatics for Kit. A 13 plus 12.
I'm gonna shoot at her. I'm gonna shoot at her.
All right, what are you shooting at her with?
My musket.
You just come out of the shadows from your under the bed with a musket. It just appears through the shadows and just like you're like Alucard for a
Alucard
second.
style.
And just,
Alucard
yeah,
style.
gun just comes out through the.
19 plus 12.
Yeah, you
That's
hit-
crazy.
You hit
And
with
I'm a
31.
fighter. So that's a crit.
Where are you hitting her so I can figure out what's going to happen?
I am aiming for the chest since she got pushed away, so it was.
All right, so this is how it happens. Right when
18
it
points of
shoves
piercing
off
damage.
from her and flips onto the ground in the middle of the ground as she turns around with her dagger trying to throw it at Kit. Right as it's about to leave her hand, she turns her chest and this round comes right at her chest, hits her armor plate, and she looks down and sees her armor plate bend in, and she just looks up going, "What?" And it just shoots her right through the window as it lifts up right through over Kit's bed, right through the window he was staring through, right outside as the lightning and rain is striking at this moment. Crom is looking down at you guys. Who the hell was that? Kit, I thought you were ordering a hooker, not a assassin. You got to get
Ross
those.
runs out the window after her to see if she's still alive.
You gonna look out the window?
No, I'm going to jump out the window with her.
All right, so you're gonna run and jump out the window right after she flies out the window. All right, roll an acrobatics or athletics check to see what you're gonna do for jumping out this window, if it's gonna be successful or not, or you're gonna flip on your face.
I got 25.
Right after she gets launched out this window, a few moments later, of Crom saying this joke about a hooker and being mindful what you order because they're both similar, you run and jump out the window, and she goes, "Wait, really? Was she a hooker for real? Because man, he's going out like she owes money or something." Ross, get some for me, homie, please. I want some money. As Ross jumps out the window, sliding off the roof with his tiger claws, jumping and doing a side flip, landing as he sees this body imprint as he looks over at the mud in the rain. And he sees footprints going down, leading into the forest. Do you want to keep pursuing into the dark forest with the creatures, or do you want to head back and let everybody know? It's up to you, Ross.
I look over, I go, and I growl in rage and irritation as I start transforming back into a man. My eyes feel like kind of reddish and yellowish because it's not. That's why I wear sunglasses, because my eyes don't turn all the way back.
Yeah.
I'm irritated. I start going back inside. Instead of going through the front door, I just climb back up the side.
All right, so this is what happens next. The assassin girl in the forest watches you de-transform from being a were-tiger back into Ross, the bounty hunter. And you turn back around all pissed off, put your hat back on and your sunglasses back on, and just lunge right back up. I need to do an acrobatics or athletics to see how successful you are with your.
21, 5 plus 16.
All right, successful. You needed at least a 19 for to not slip. You jump up and land on top of the roof of the first floor to the second floor, and you walk back up to the window as the rain is just running rampantly across all of the tiles down to the spouts. You get back in. Kit's bed is soaked from the rain, so Kit, your bed is useless for the rest of the night. Crom looks over, going, "Good thing Edward Knight doesn't actually sleep in that bed. He'll sleep under the bed. He's the boogeyman." But you, Ross, was she a hooker or an assassin? Come on, have a bet right now.
She was an assassin. But she left the dagger behind. Did she leave the dagger behind?
Roll a perception check, and I'll let you know.
13.
No, she took it with her. But as it goes back to her,
Trying to
she
kill me.
witnessed you jumping up back onto the roof, getting to the window. As she's hanging off one of the trees, mumbling to herself that she's going to get you next time, Kit. Right as she says this,
One of the creatures eats her.
a bunch of eyes light up behind her. And she starts hearing. And she looks back, oh, and just crunch.
Well, we
You
don't
hear a
have to worry
scream.
about. All of a sudden, you hear Edward say, "Well, we don't have to worry about her anymore."
As the last thing you guys hear right when Edward says that is a scream and then a crunch. And Crom goes, "Oh, I owe Edward another thing of platinum. I was betting on Hooker. Here you go, Edward. You get 2 platinum. You died and she wasn't a hooker. Damn it. Can I win 1 bet this week?" Kit, as Crom looks at you, "Come here, buddy. I need to heal you." As Crom lets her feet go from the bar and drops down right behind you, which I got to roll for that, or I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to fall right on my face. I let go, looking like I'm doing this cool flip, and then faceplant. Titties on the floor, face on the floor. Crom gets back up and she just picks up her face and blood pouring down her nose and healing hands herself, going, "Okay, I'm glad I'm the cleric." And then she puts Mass Cure Wound on you. You gain 36 points of healing back, so you're fully healed again, Kit, for Sage the Intelligent.
And me too.
For you, you get 12 points. But she can do it again because it's overtime anyways. Another 10 more points after that. So you're healed. Chrome mends the window and closes it up. She uses her produced flame to dry up Kit's bed. "Here you go, Kit. You go back to sleep." As every one of us, as the flames start flickering in the room, all of us get tired and finally resting, as Edward Knight watches the rest of the night.
Oh man.
As the rest of us rest. Chrome hangs above the ceiling, just hanging upside down. What does Kit do, and then what does Ross do, and Edward Knight before you guys end it out for tonight?
Ross rubs off the water from him, gets into the bed, and just starts. It gets this, and grabs his revolver, puts it on his puts it under his pillow with his straight silver, and then goes to sleep.
Kit is in bed resting. He still looks at the ceiling for a bit until he slowly shuts his eyes. After the night scare he has and what went down through it.
Edward Knight, what about you?
I am basically just going to summon my 2 displacer beasts to watch the back as I set my musket up as like a sniper post as I watch out the window.
All right. And he sits there out there quietly as displacer beasts watch ahead. You guys rest for the night. You can all take a long rest for your characters. After the long rest, they all pass out as it leads from night to day. And we'll carry this back off next week for Rolling to Die, as this will be a 2-parter for our special one-shot for Doom Crawlers. Just one of the extravaganza stories that we have for the Doom Crawlers, let alone the Blood Saints. So, on that note, this was Rolling to Die. I'm your host, Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. And hope you guys like our shows of Rolling to Die and our custom D&D. We are here every Sunday from around 6 until about 9, depending on the days and what happens. Sorry for last week, wasn't here. Lost my voice for the whole week, so couldn't even speak. On that note, yep, Dark Trooper, anything to say before we end this?
Tune in on Wednesday for the 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chaotic Mind podcast. Be there or be square. And have a good night. And happy Easter.
AG Intelligence?
Yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tune in next week on next Sunday at 6 p.m. with our D&D Rolling to Die session once again. And also, specially, I have some special surprise for everybody on April 30th. So hope you look forward to figure that out. Oh, but it will be presented for only your eyes only, May the 3rd.
All right. Thunderbase, anything for promotions before you end this tonight? Nope. All right. Hit it, DJ.
Fireball!
Good night, everybody.
Fireball!